Hello, I am Chicken Gamer, and today we are gonna play Worldbox for 1,000 years. But every 100 years, I sit in a catastrophic disaster that may or may not wipe out humanity. So let's first spawn in some humans. Yeah, and as I said, every 100 years there will be a catastrophic disaster that could range from massive amounts of earthquakes to nuclear bombs, Grey Gru, Crabzilla, or Madness of Plagues. Or maybe even the Sargon. So let's start. So, as you see, they're already making the houses. You see the stone, they're making the stones, and it's going pretty good, but soon it will not be like great. It will soon just be kind of bad. Because let's just say our first catastrophic disaster will be the plague. Yeah, plague. So I'll continue talking until I'll continue talking once I reach 100 years. Okay, we've reached year 100, and I'm gonna list the plague on the center of the civilization. Right? Wow, remember the plague is an extremely deadly disease in this game, and it could completely wipe out civilization. But it probably won't do that because it's usually not that bad, but it'll probably definitely hamper humanity's cause. So let's continue. As we already see, the amount of plague is rising, but still the population is going up, which means it still hasn't taken catastrophic effect. But soon it will, as it's already reached 300 people who have the plague. And soon they'll start dying in mass. And now it's over half of the people in the world have the plague. And now they're starting to die off. And yeah, it's not the most catastrophic thing I can do. Yeah, but it's a good start because it extremely makes it a lot harder for humans to survive anything that happens next. Like so let's say year 200, we will drop some atomic bombs on. We will drop like one atomic bomb on every major city just to make them, yeah, just to make it increasingly hard for them. Because by the year 300, disaster will be massive. It will be incredibly bad for them. As you see, almost everyone has the plague at this point. I mean, literally, there are only 20 people who don't have it, which actually means humans are probably going to do extremely good by year 500, or at least 300. Because by the end of this video, I'm pretty sure they're not going to be around because of all these mass disasters. And even without me doing anything, they wake up, and now there's a massive wildfire just spreading all over the continents. It's like I don't even have to do anything that can completely. Oh gosh, this is catastrophic. This is extremely bad. At least the population's good. It's yeah, but it's gonna get harder for them from here on out. Yeah, most of the villages are gone. They're just gone at this point. And even though, yeah, well, they're always, yeah, so even at by year 150, they're completely destroyed, pretty much. Except for this one, which is doing fine, I guess, but not great. Now they're about to reach year 200. Okay, as I said, we're nuking every city. Yeah, let's see how much damage I can. 21 people left. Yeah, we're already almost done. This challenge is already almost done. Yeah, you might not even reach it to your 1,000 because there's not going to be any left. Let's continue. As you see, the villages are starting to recover somewhat. This being the most prosperous. And this one sort of recovering, but it's doing quicker than I thought. It's only been 30 years, and it's already recovering quite fast. And by the way, the environment is recovering very well since that massive wildfire. Yeah, it's amazing how fast this game recovers. Yeah, well, so at year 300, we're gonna use this infinity coin twice, which means only a third of the population will be well. Which you can think about that. Only 25% actually. Yeah, 25% of the population will do that. So 75% of all people will just die. So, but they have some time until that happens, I guess. Yeah, but I'm not sure. I mean, that they're gonna really recover from the Infinity Coin incident. But then again, they're not that many. They recovered from around 20 people to 160. Just like my, yeah, to really fine, I guess. Now they reach 200 people, so yeah, they're not doing good. But now we're all gonna be doing good. So there, only 60 people left. Yeah, this is gonna be. Yeah, I'm not sure how to cover the Muslim, but they probably will because they have less people the last 100 years. So the last 100 years, so I guess they might do fine. And yeah, they're really almost good. They're really starting to recover very, very fast. It's only been 20 years and they're almost good. Yeah. Yeah, I might have underestimated the resilience. Because I think by year 400, they might have around 500 people, maybe? I don't know. I don't know why. They just don't want to think what happened. And as you see, it's the age of the moon. So I guess that might be happen. I don't know. I'm not an expert on what age they're doing. Let's go check out them episodes. Yeah, they're recovering, I guess. You can still see the visible marks from signals of and also all the bomb, the nuclear bomb on this spot did some damage. Like it seemed a lot. And it's still visible. It's actually radiated. Yeah, so actually, yeah. So okay, now I just took a okay, I might have experienced a small problem and somehow paused and unpaused. Yeah, it's literally thinking so never mind what's thinking. So yeah, they have almost 500 key points, not even near 37. Yeah, they're extremely resilient. The amount of people who have played them, I mean, the percentage has that is. I mean, it's not almost everyone, you know? It's not most people, but not, you know, it's only like 3 out of 5 people have played now, which is relative. Yeah, it's weird that there's only one wasteland and all the other villages don't even have any wasteland at all, which is actually strange, considering this thing. But anyways, let's continue. Yeah, and just noticed this moon-shaped thing with a bunch of flower things running around. Yeah, it's killing themselves. No, not killing themselves, killing each other. I think. Well, okay, it's nearly year 400. I think we should use magnets. We need to correct about half of the people with magnets. Yeah, which will cause a massive heart monster. Okay. Okay. Time to spread some magnets. Yeah, that let's make half of it. Okay, I think that's about half of the people. It's much. Yeah, that's about half. Let's yeah, the battles are breaking out in the streets. Because wow, almost yeah, that was very bad. Yeah, that was bad. Yeah, well, I think that's it. Yeah, it took me 10 years to handle that. Yeah, it's over. That's and they're already back at your hungry people. Wow. Yeah, I guess they're really resilient. So let's say we'll just step up a bit to your 500-year bad, 500-year catastrophic. Let's drop a cyber in the city instead of nuclear bomb, which might be interesting. Maybe all these things died on that island. Okay, just strange. If they're like 30 of them, you know, maybe just hit that celestial spot and mm, you know, it's just wrong in that doesn't feel yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, the villagers are actually incredibly good at actually using them with some of those things now. Well, I guess that's not really good. And this village has been relatively untouched for the past 200 years. Yeah, but on year 500, this is gonna be gone. That's just gonna be gone because I'm gonna mute it. And this village still looks almost pristine after that plague, which is 350, which is huge. Why does that Worldbox have some sort of mod and some sort of mod or anything else that makes stuff decay? like in real world. Because by year 50, most stuff in real life all this will probably be collapsed. And definitely by year 100. But anyways, back to you. Yeah, now there's some rules breaking out everywhere. When there's a lot of new houses and also in the yeah, but all this is going to be completely destroyed soon. And I'm not sure humans are going to even survive. Yeah, apparently just that was got banned. Yeah, well, they just reached population 700, which I believe is the all-time high, but what makes them? Yeah, I think so. Or maybe this is what the second time. 'Cause I'm pretty sure the first time they had like, I don't know, 800 people. Yeah, now they have 800. Yeah, now it's the all-time high. But yeah, I guess this is fitting age for what's about to happen. So, okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's yeah, we'll just do two birds with one stone. That's fine. Yeah, the spores are blooming. What are you liberating everybody? Yeah, I'm doing some two birds one stone thing, but come on. It's literally red up both. Well, at least, oh yeah, no doubt. It's down to only 80 people. Yeah, literally 80 people. Yeah, this was fun. That is the last. No, but it's supposed to be last time. But it's doesn't what happened after Infinity War disaster. Now it's just fun times. And let's watch the world do whatever we'll do. And just most of the world will become uninhabitable because of its radiation. So let's just say, oh, I missed you. I'm very sorry, guys. But yeah, now it's what happened to it. So the, yeah, yeah, it's not what this thing. Silence been completely fine. Good job. Yeah, you know this prosperous village? Yeah, it's wrong because of my moves. But this village looks like it took over as prosperous. But still, it's the shield. Yeah, but I guess it's getting better. So now let's decide what we're gonna do for the next. Let's do a zombie apocalypse. Yeah, we're just gonna. Maybe that's at this point gonna make it get nightmares for the people living on this planet. It's gonna make nightmares for them because of the zombie apocalypse. Now they've reached 300 people. And I thought you pretty good. Yeah, and apparently they are kind of recovered. Yeah, I think they might actually have like 500 people by you 600, but then again, like last time I might be wrong, and then went to 800 people at once. But I highly doubt that. Yeah, most of the world is a waste because of all those atomic bombs and car bombs and drop. Yeah, but except the cities are recovered. And I forgot to mention that they can't build anything on the wasteland, so I guess they're gonna start running out of space to make more houses in cities, which will make them even worse. So actually, we just made 500, and it doesn't look like they're gonna get any higher than this. But I might be wrong. Still, they're still managing to grow the population after the wave, and it's still around. Okay, now it's your 6 minutes. Yeah, yeah, let's use some zombie attacks. Spread out. I mean, And then people have that zombie trait. You know, this has it. 168, no, 164, and 8 moons. But still, might be a major problem, as there's zombie hordes everywhere. There are more infected people in safety? How? How are there more infected people in safety? The safety of population? Must be more than but it looks like this might actually be the thing that completely destroys humanity. But who knows? Because the atom bombs and saw bombs didn't kill them. I guess this just might work. Yeah, it's quite a zombie rat. And yeah, that was it. Yeah, this judge is still decent, I guess. Yeah, and it looks like the amount of play he has tanked the population of humans. Yeah, humans are gonna survive this one. Yeah, but just barely. Because if there was just maybe 100 more zombie people, imagine more infected people with zombies. Yeah, that might have been just it. That might have been this video. Yeah, but thankfully it is not. Yeah. There was a zombies that attacking southern villages. So we'll just decide what we do next. This one. What's place? Hmm. Maybe we should play send a bunch of Robo Santa scraps on all the areas that are village. But I'm not sure about this one. I'm not even sure what's gonna be by then. And if you're wondering what a Robo Santa is, you'll see it's very catastrophic. Yeah, they're gone. And now there's only 2 villages left. I didn't even know it. So we're just gonna make a Robo Santa strap on the north. Yeah, so they can't even do it 100%. Yeah, so yeah, I guess this might be the end. Oh, sorry, I missed it. Yeah, I missed the second one. No, but sometimes you want it's not bad. So what's this sending? Robo Santa. Yeah, that's what it's in. You can just watch the video. Yeah, that's what Robo Santas do. They bombard you with gifts. So I guess that actually might help them because it really killed all this. No, it did not. Really did not. Yeah, I mean, I hope humans don't end up like this, being threatened by zombie rats. And humans might die out from the zombie rats. And looks like humans actually just died out from the zombie rats. So I guess video's over. At year 728, yeah, humanity can't even survive 1,000 years of everyone been of a life. So I guess that's it. We're done.